Council member in Anne Arundel County is facing backlash tonight after sharing a few controversial posts about Muslims.
He said, quote unquote, Muslims are always blowing things up.
Nobody likes a tattletale. Nobody likes a tattletale.
A council member in Anne Arundel County is facing some backlash after sharing a few controversial posts about Muslims on social media.
New calls for a county councilman to step down after sharing a series of ugly posts targeting Muslims.
Council on American Islamic Relations is calling for an Anne Arundel County councilman to resign. This after John Grasso posted what they call a hate-filled rant on his Facebook page.
The county is facing some backlash after he shared what some are calling hateful posts about Muslims.
He actually went several steps further, saying that that Muslims are responsible for 9/11, that Islam is responsible for 9/11, that Muslims do not belong here in our country, that Islam does not belong in our schools.
If you tattle every day, nobody's gonna want to play.
According to the Cape Gazette, the Council on American Islamic Relations is pushing John Grasso of Anne Arundel County to step down.
Not Allah. Another is a link that says share if you think President Trump should ban Islam in American schools.
Grasso shared several posts with statements that Muslims should not be allowed in the U.S. The Islamic Council asked for Governor Hogan to disown Grasso.
A prominent Muslim organization demanded that he take them down. He said no.
John Grasso is the outspoken Republican from Glen Burnie who's now running for state Senate. He shared a series of Facebook posts back in September, including one that stated, "One nation under God, not Allah." The Council on American Islamic Relations is calling for his resignation.
He went several steps further, saying that that Muslims are responsible for 9/11, that Islam is responsible for 9/11, that Muslims do not belong here in our country, that Islam does not belong in our school.
One of the posts reads, "One nation under God, not Allah." The post then declares America as a Christian nation. Grasso, a Republican, is running for state Senate in November.
In September, he shared a series of posts, including this one that read, "One nation under God, not Allah," and an article which encouraged people to share if they thought the president should ban Islam in American schools. So an American Islamic Relations said complaints started rolling in Monday night.
There are members who live in his district who are concerned about their safety.
And when they demanded that the councilman remove the posts, he said no.
It is extremely reckless and dangerous, especially when we consider the fact that elected officials have a responsibility to treat all of their constituents equally and fairly, regardless of their race, religion, ethnicity, or national origin.
I don't treat anybody different than anybody else. You know what I mean? I see a person until proven different.
Would you consider removing it?
No, because I believe in freedom of speech and people have the right to say what they're going to say.
An update this morning on a council member in Anne Arundel County facing backlash after sharing controversial posts about Muslims on social media. John Grasso has apologized to the Council on American Islamic Relations. In September, he shared a series of Facebook posts, including one that stated, "One nation under God, not Allah." The council says Grasso texted the council's president an apology Thursday.